from 20s, you are compelled to attend the classes, complete the assignments, you have to do the things. Because at the end of the day, what matters a lot is your communication skills. How do you wear your confidence? How do you express yourself? How do you convince someone?
How do you treat other people? Oh, hello.
Hi, Miss Karina.
How are you today?
The things are okay. Nothing great, but I have made my schedule and I have followed the same plan as usual, but always learning and doing something creatively, differently, uniquely. That's what I can say about myself. Yep.
Nice. And how long have you been learning English?
Well, it's been more than 1 year actually. I've been learning English, and yep, I am so much concerned about this English communication. That's the reason.
And do you need it for your job, for your work, or
I think I'm a
study?
student right now. I'm 22-year-old. I'm a student, so nothing for the job. But it's being so much mandatory to make the communication with anyone. If you're talking
Yeah.
to anyone, so it's quite obvious that you should fascinate anyone. So communication is very much important these days, especially.
Yeah, definitely.
Exactly.
So, what are you studying?
Well, just I'm on the verge of completing this final year, BTech, Bachelor of Engineering.
Oh, nice, cool. So you will go abroad?
Related to same kind of things. I've got the topic. Can I bring this topic at the moment?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, the topic is like why do I mean if an person or individual, anyone, if you talk, after completing the whole graduation, schooling, education, after perceiving the whole things, at the end of the day, they have to get the job. But just to get the job is not a piece of cake for anyone. So why do companies provide or pay the low wages to the employees? I'm just asking this question. I mean, just I'm on the verge of completing this final year, but even I can't think of to get the private jobs, because as far as government jobs are concerned, it's a cutthroat competition in India, especially because of the population. For every vacancy there are millions of applications that are being filled, and hence it makes the situation for the private jobs, or you could say, or for the government job, they can get the employees in a very, at any rate, at any budget. And hence the qualities of the employees are getting poorer. I mean, what I mean actually. So what do you think about this? I mean, why do companies pay low wages to the employees?
Because we have to protest our human rights. We have to speak out against, things that are not fair. Because they're billionaires. Because they don't care. They just want the job done.
Care, but it is something that we are not able to enough to provide something that they actually want, because they are there just to get the revenue, to make the ecosystem of their own, kind of their own things. For that they are, just take the example like the Google, how they are doing, how they are performing. Amazon, they are the big gigantic companies.
Yeah, but these companies are not, these companies are also not good for the environment.
Exactly. So, yeah. Even even if you look up the details, if these companies are providing the jobs, even not very much high salaries, for the new joined members, just low wages, they have to start the things. And this is something that is being happening around everywhere. Yes or no?
Yeah, definitely, in every country. Yeah, I think you have to think about your future in the respect of where do you want to put your time and energy. Many people are starting their own businesses or doing different jobs now because they don't want to work for corporate companies like that, where they're just a number or they're not appreciated.
Yeah, definitely. I understand this because it's more worthwhile to start your own venture, whether it could be a small one, because you won't have the hectic of doing something for the other people. Of course, the low wages, because I have really scrutinized this one thing. The person who is working on the shops, or who started his own small venture with a small amount of money. Those people are so much happy. They're having the liberty to do exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Happiness is way more important. Like waking up and doing something you love or like. You don't have to love it, but you can like it. Is better than working for someone and something that
Exactly.
but you have the freedom to choose. We all have the freedom. I would rather be working in a restaurant and be happy than be a billionaire and be unhappy. Money can only make you so happy.
I appreciate that, exactly. But here, I need to mention this. It's not about is starting your own venture. For that you need to be like that person, because venture is not that much easy as well. You need to be, you need to take the responsibilities. You need to be accountable with your stuffs that you are gonna be having. Of course, you will become like that. But as far as education is concerned, I believe every person giving 25 or 30 years of their life into such stuff, and at the end of the day they cannot make a they cannot make a decision to change their path, to get into other things. It's a very hard and tough decision for anyone.
If you believe that, it depends on your belief system. I don't believe that. I believe that you can do anything in life. We're completely unlimited beings. We can do anything. If you believe in something, you can make it happen. People I know who dropped out of school, didn't go to university, are rich. They have good jobs. They're created their own business. They also have 3 jobs. They have side hustles, as we call it.
Exactly.
So education can take you so far, but it's not the only answer. And you can always start your own business and start something and invest money or work for a different person, work for someone that appreciates you.
Exactly. I couldn't agree more on this. But, I think, as you said, it's all about the belief system that you have created, your mind system. Yes or no? Mindset. But I believe, the mindset are always created in the environment that you have been putting up, in the environment that you have been nurtured and brought up. So what happened is, basically, I would say that, for this whole year, especially from 20s, 20, I mean, for the 7 to 8 years, you have been just giving into one stuff. Like you are compelled to attend the classes, complete the assignments, you have to do the things, even though it doesn't make any sense. I definitely understand. And it's not easier for them to start to take the ownership and start their own venture. Of course it can be feasible, but for that they have to break up their kind of taboo mindset. And furthermore, the families, especially parents, they will never allow to do these things, especially India is concerned, because of the poor mentality, I can say. Yes or no, miss?
I don't know.
I hate
I have a lot of friends from India, but not people. I haven't spent time in India, but I know that maybe, well, you guys have more of a spiritual approach to things, no?
Exactly. Indian people are very, I can say, emotional people, know how to give the hands. Of course, they are very well versed in everything, but they are misguided into another way, just because of this education system. I mean, there is nothing we are getting of this education. I mean, the Newton formulas, the kind of stuff, we don't get anything, because at the end of the day, what matters a lot is your communication skills, your, how do you wear your confidence, how do you express yourself, how do you convince someone. Exactly.
How do you treat other people?
Exactly, definitely. And that's what I mean. You need to become a human being, and for that, you should be having these skills, and these skills are, the first thing to be taught to everyone. And I believe these things are missed even in schools, because the teacher who is teaching, even they don't have that communication skills. They don't make the happy faces and having the sad faces and being regret about the things, and just punishing the students, and I mean, nothing happens.
But that's not human. Human is being happy. Human is being sad. Human is being angry. Human is every emotion. So if you're in a kind of, school where they don't express emotion, then that's why. That's the problem, But that's most schools. But there are other schools and other opportunities in the world outside of, you just have to try something else if it doesn't work,
Well, it's not the very tough work, I believe. I mean, it takes only small things to change, because as we can see now, like, how this digitalization has changed everything. You do not need to go to the college, do not need to perceive anything. You have the Google, YouTube, everything, and you can be the master. You can be you can be the best in that kind of domain. So just you need to select one niche, and you have to work on the stuff, and then become, the master of that thing, and start teaching to others. You can generate some incomes. Yes or no? It's not that much. I mean, it's not that much arduous, but we are the ones. I mean, it's the education, who used to make these things always complex. I mean, I don't know. Why? If if my hands
Because
are
somebody benefits from it. Somebody profits and benefits from it. You know, that doesn't mean you do. I mean
that
somebody else.
rich people are becoming richer, and the
Mhm.
poor people are becoming
I'm
poorer
becoming
every
poorer.
single day.
Yeah,
And until
that's
and
the
unless
reality of the world
chase
we
our
live in.
dream, exactly.
It's horrible, but what can we do about it? We can focus on those people, or we can set aside something new and make our own way. Learn something, make your own course, teach something, do something else. Like wasting your energy focusing on those people is draining. I did it for many years. Like, why can't it be like this? I can't change the world, but I can only change myself. So, those kind of things, that's the way the world is. Sadly, it's very sad, you know?
Well, I agree, but it's not something that I have to blame those people all the time, because you won't believe the things is that India is developing country. I mean, the parents are controlling their child or everyone.
Yeah.
So as far as even I mentioned, I want to be I want to be just do something gigantic in my life. Something massively, not
What is it
something
that you
like
want to do?
morning to evening working under someone. Giving the benefits to someone and having the hectic life. This is not something I can do that, and I can never stand with that. Hence I just I just this put this my education into other side. It was kind of part time, like I used to study always at the end of the examinations, and I started working my own stuff, and today I'm happy. I mean, okay,
That's
I mean,
great.
lot of things actually, and as a side job, as a side part time, I've been teaching as well, and there are a lot of other things.
And that's great. So,
I hope the changes will come sooner about this education system, and people will take their own responsibility and will perceive their own dreams rather than doing the job under someone, and
yeah.
that's not worthful at all.